Hello everyone, this is Mike from Lake Effect Games, bringing up the second half of the wild card round of the 2025 TFL playoffs played on Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football version 1, at least for the remainder of this season. Our first game is the number 10 San Diego Silverbacks against the number 7 Boston Banshees. Second, the number 12 Jersey City Wiseguys take on the number 5 Dakota Devils. And finally, the number 13 Roswell Destroyers face the number 4 Buffalo Outlaws. We saw some really good games first half of it. We got upsets like the number 9 Phoenix Howlers over the number 8 Lexington Cavalry 38-16, and the barely made it St. Louis Archers over the the Central Champion Nashville Jacks 21-17. But we did have one favored team win, as the number 6 Memphis Kings managed to put the number 11 Oklahoma Warhogs in their place for the third time this season with a 31-20 win. So, half times we won't be talking much about it. Won't be much going on in between. We're just going to go right from the first to the second half. In between games, at least the last one, we'll be talking about second round. The second round doubleheaders. I think in between the second and third, we'll talk about some other projects I've got going and what I may broadcast. But let's get started with game one. So San Diego at Boston. And the Silverbacks will get the ball first. And they will start in average field position. (1-1-5). Poor field position, no. Undisciplined. San Diego offense is semi-efficient and semi-undisciplined. They are not undisciplined here, though, as there's no pip. The Banshees are semi-stiff, semi-punishing, passive, aggressive, and semi-disciplined. So, undisciplined offense, no. So they will get their first field goal attempt of the day. So Ken Patterson needs a 62 and under, and he's got it. And so the Silverbacks will jump to a 3-0 lead to start us off. Average field position for the Boston Banshees. And their offense is semi-erratic, semi-porous, shaky, semi-secure, and disciplined. While the Silverbacks defense is semi-punishing and disciplined. I like saying it that way because it feels like you're not really using players with it. So I like marching it off like almost like you're naming the starting lineup. 3-5-5. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. So that is a corner punt for Boston. And Steve Theodore kicking it away. 64. That is great field position. For a corner punt, it is 64 or 65. Exciting return, great field position. So let's see if the Silverbacks can add to that lead. 3-4-6. Great field position, yes. The receiver dives over the pylon for the touchdown. So, touchdown Silverbacks. So, Javon Williams to, let's see, 54. That is Joey Stanton. And the kick is good. It is now 10-0 Silverbacks. So the favorites are not in the best position right now. And they are in average field position. One, 4, 5. Great field position, no. Inept defense, no. So a field goal attempt for Isaiah Adams. Looking for his first. Needs a 55 and under. And he gets it. Getting the Banshees on the board. Score is 10-3. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, we've got a possible 6. It's a electric. And no. So average field position for the Silverbacks. Three, 4, 5. Dynamic or home offense, no. Soft defense, no. So a punt. And the Silverbacks will punt. .16, so that is poor field position for Boston. Three, 3, 4. Solid offense, no. Mild offense or mild or undisciplined defense, no. So that is a punt. And we will let's see the results of that punt before we close the quarter. 31. So that is poor field position to start the second quarter. And at the end of 1, the San Diego Silverbacks lead the Boston Banshees 10-3. One, 4, 4. Poor field position, yes. Offense can't recover from first down holding call. That is a backed up punt. And only 1 off the timer regardless. Oh. Okay, 54 backed up. I believe that is great field position. Yep. So long punt, but negated by a nice return. Great field position for the Banshees. One, 3, 6. Prolific offense, no. Stiff defense, no. So a punt. Taking another 1 off the timer. 51, that is average for the San Diego Silverbacks. .135, that is a fumble. Punt forced by, or fumble forced by 61, that's McLean. And all right, Jason McCauley with the return. And poor field position for the Banshees. And I'm going to do a couple of non-cannon rolls here because I don't have any other red dice. Oh well. All right. Two, 3, 6. Prolific offense. No. Porous offense. Yes. Quarterback sack forces the offense off the field. That is a backed up punt. So let's see. 14 for backed up. On 5 or 6 returners in the open. Nope. But it's great field position. So that's where the Silverbacks will start. One, 2, 3. Poor field position, no. Great field position. Screen pass catches defense in a blitz. Touchdown, Silverbacks. So that's Williams. Two. 45. That is Keelan Reese. And the extra point is good. So the score is now 17-3 for San Diego. Great field position for the Banshees, as they are not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not electric. 155. Secure offense. No. Clumsy offense or active defense. No. So that is a punt. All right, 52. So that is average field position for San Diego. This is going to end the half. Once there's a punt, then after the punt, we'll, 2, 3, 6. Prolific offense? No. Porous offense? No. So that is a punt. That will end the half after we see the results of that punt. And that's the end of the half. The score at the end of 2 is the San Diego Silverbacks 17, the Boston Banshees 3. All right, going straight to the third quarter here. Average for the Banshees. We're not having the best of games, especially for a favorite. 2.25. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, no. So that is a touchdown run for Boston. And let's see who that is. 55, that is Willem Jensen. With first player across the goal line for the Boston Banshees today. And the score is 17-10 after Adams' kick is good. And now we're average for Javon Williams and the San Diego Silverbacks. 3.66. Poor field position, no. Offense pushes downfield and Caps drive with a short pass for 6. Touchdown, Silverbacks. So they answer right back, not wanting to lose their lead. So that was Javon Williams 2. 44, Raheem Sadra. Will put in his fair share of the work during the regular season. Extra point, 65 and under, is good. So the score is now 24-10. Now Ken Patterson with the kickoff. Average field position for the Banshees. Down again by 2 touchdowns. 1-4-4. Poor field position, no. Undisciplined offense, no. So that is a field goal attempt for Isaiah Adams. Looking for his second field goal. 55 and under. And it's good. He's 2 for 2. And the score is now 24-13. Still got a ways to go before catching up to the Silverbacks, who are going to have average field position here. One, 3, 6. Prolific, no. Stiff defense, no. So that's going to be a punt. Knocking off a good 2.5 off the clock. 32, that is poor field position for a regular punt. Yes. One, 6. Dull offense, no. Receiver leaps, beating the defender to the ball. Touchdown, Banshees. So that is a touchdown pass, but that is going to go into the fourth quarter. And at the end of 3, the score is the Silverbacks 24, The Banshees, 13. So Rhodes to Dustin Allen. And the extra point is good. So score is now 24-20. And now they kick off with lack of electric. That is automatic. Great field position for San Diego. 2-5-6. Great field position, yes. Offense makes their way into field goal range. So Patterson looking for his, looking for his second. Trying to be up by a touchdown again. 62 and under. And it's good. So he's now 2 for 2. And the score is 27-20. Trying to hold off the Banshee offense just a little bit. Forcing them to need a touchdown at this point. And average field position. Wait, hold on, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Okay, that's where the fourth marker is. Sorry. So average for the Banshees. Two, 3, 6. Prolific, no. Porous, yes. Quarterback sack forces the offense off the field, and that is a backed up punt. .63, that is great field position for San Diego. Two, 3, 3. Solid offense, no. Mild defense, no. That's an interception. So, let's see how this goes. Who's got it? That's going to be great field position for Boston. As far as who got it, that is Sam Boyd, who had a good few interceptions in the regular season. Boston is neither efficient nor inefficient. 1, 3, 5. That's not an interception. That's a fumble. So they cough it right back up. Let's see. Leo Paler forces the fumble. And see 42. Donnie Burnham with the recovery. And average field position. With 3:45 left. 3, 3, 6. Three, 3, 6. Let's see. Staunch defense, no. Stiff defense, no. As the pip. So that is a touchdown pass. This one is basically over. Hello, kitty. As the Silverbacks are the next lower seed team to move on. So Williams to Garrison Bailey. 1 second, kitty. Extra point is good. I know. Can you give me 1 second to write this down, please? I will throw it in a second. I know. Rubbing up on me. Rubbing up on my shin definitely helps your cause. This will be going on for a while, just so you guys know. 36. That is average field position for Boston. Which this will be over if they roll anything more than a 1. If they roll a 1 on the red, then it'll be something, then over. And it's over. That is game. And the Banshees fall at home to the San Diego Silverbacks. Let me see. 10. 7. I have final score of 34-20. So, four games, and we've got one home team made it through so far. And right now, top remainings are DC, Los Angeles. If either Buffalo or Dakota lose tonight, Memphis will get a home game. If they both win, Memphis will face Dakota in the second round. But that is, we're not there yet. Game 2 is the Jersey City Wiseguys and the Dakota Devils, so as far as that's concerned, order up. The Jersey City Wiseguys are the 12th seed in the playoffs, and they were 4th in the Eastern Division. The Dakota Devils were 2nd in the West and 5th overall. And the Wiseguys will get the ball first. So 35, that is average field position for Jersey City. The Wiseguys offense is semi-reliable, efficient, and semi-undisciplined. And the Devils defense is undisciplined. Once again, both these teams neither have any electric. So we can get started. Also, both these teams will be in the league next year. Even though a lot of them made the playoffs, I'm getting rid of any team, most cities that are in my video game league will be removed from this league. So, San Diego, you've just seen the last game of the Boston Banshees. The San Diego Silverbacks will also be gone next year. But, hey, they're making it to the second round this year. Buffalo will be gone. 1-3-6. So starting with a long drive. Prolific offense. No. Stiff defense, no. So that is a punt for Ramiro Pierce. All right, so great field position for the Dakota Devils to start. The Devils' offense is prolific, clumsy, and semi-inefficient. The Wiseguys' defense is semi-meek. Three, 5, 6. Disciplined offense. No. Reliable offense or meek defense. Meek defense. So that is a punt. Sure interception is dropped. So Jay Woods to kick it away. After Michael Thacker dropped that pass in between the ball and Ellison Greenlake. So 52, that is average field position for the Wiseguys. Two, 6. Secure offense. No. Passive defense, no. So that is a fumble. Let's see, the Wiseguys can't hold on to it. It is Jake James forcing the fumble. Oh, Joshua Rivera picks it up and runs with it. May have gotten to the end zone. We don't know yet. And he did. That is a Dakota defense touchdown. And extra point, 46 is good. So the Devils strike first. What a play. Average field position for the Wiseguys who need to put that fumble return touchdown out of their head. 4-4-5. Erratic offense, no. Disciplined defense, no. And that'll be a field goal attempt for Colby Wyatt. Not quite done with the first quarter yet, but we got a tick left. 53 and under is good. So the Wiseguys quickly cut into that Devil lead. And average field position for Dakota. 156, so that's going to take us right into the second quarter. There's nothing that will cut the clock down to 1, so at the end of the first, the score is the Dakota Devils 7, the Jersey City Wiseguys 3. Now, poor field position, no. Great field position, no. And that will be a punt for Jay Woods. Let's see. 54, that is average. $146. Staunch defense, no. Ball carrier stiff arms a linebacker and sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wiseguys. That's a touchdown run. For Miles Hubbard. Extra point, 63 and under, is good. And the score is now 10-7 Wiseguys. What is it this week? Like I said, 4 games so far, 3 upsets. And that is average for Dakota. As they do not want to make it 4 out of 5. 2-3-3. Solid offense. No. Mild defense. No. So that is an interception. Ouch. And Buffalo had really better be paying attention. 25, that is Michael Thacker. And Jersey City is in great field position for the first time today. $146. Staunch defense, no. Ball carrier stiff arms a linebacker and sprints into the end zone. He does it again. Well, we don't know if it was Hubbard again, but another rushing touchdown for Jersey City. Was it Hubbard? It was. Extra point is good. And that's a linebacker he threw. Michael Hubbard out here making King Henry. Remember, he was pushing cornerbacks and little guys. You see King Henry pushing Brian Urlacher. That's what we're talking about. Great field position for Dakota. As they definitely want to cut into this lead before halftime. They will get the ball first in the second half. 156. Poor field position, no. Great field position, yes. The kicker trots out for the attempt. So he's going to try to, Mark Dunton is going to try to get them into double digits at least. .63 and under will do it. And he's got it. He is 1 for 1, and the score at halftime is 17-10. So, wow, so far. So, yeah. The new layout next year will be a lot of teams. There will be a lot of Canada. Well, there will be a division specifically for Canada. It's 4 6-team divisions. Canada, East, Central, and West. Canada, Halifax will be, the only team that is still here from last year. Winnipeg, Quebec, Toronto, Alberta, and Saskatoon. In the East, we have the Jersey City Wiseguys, the DC Majors, Charleston Minutemen, New York Outlaws. Buffalo is moving at the end of this year. The Cleveland Coyotes, and a return for the Savannah Red Wolves. They were with us the first 2 years, but they took a year break while I was figuring out what I wanted to do with this league. In the Central, the Dakota Devils, Nashville Jacks, Lexington Cavalry, and they'll be joined by the Roswell Destroyers. We'll be moving from West to Central after the realignment. The Omaha Elks, which is a team I used to have in my video game league, but they've been gone for a couple of years. And a team from Austin. And finally, in the West, the Anchorage Bears, Los Angeles Icons, the Reno 21s are making a comeback. Salt Lake Mustangs, the Phoenix Howlers, and the Denver Caps are another team that is joining us. So, the Devils get the ball first. And they will have average field position as they try to tie this up. 2-3-6. Prolific offense? No. Oh, yes. Dakota prolific, yes. Quarterback audibles, takes advantage of the mismatch for the score. So, touchdown Devils. And that's Murray. Oh, I hope I didn't mess that up before. Did I? I hope I didn't mess up a Dakota possession before. By automatically my brain going with no, because the last game didn't have any yeah. So Murray to 16, that is Green Lake. That is some seriously... If I made that mistake, that's some refs are going to be investigated for that. And we are tied at 17. But should they be up by... should they be up? I don't know. I mean, I only see 2 instances where they had to punt. I don't know. Average field position for Jersey City. .366. Poor field position. No. Offense pushes downfield and Cavs drive with a short pass for 6 points. Touchdown, Wiseguys. So they answer right back. Three, 6, 6. That was a pass. So Andrew Larson. 2. Casey Allison. And the extra point is 63 and under. Good. So score is now 24-17 in favor again of the Wiseguys. And we are already 2/3 of the way through the third quarter. Average field position for Dakota. This has been a fast-moving game. 2-2-4. Aggressive defense, no. Disciplined defense, no. So that will be a punt. Let's see. That is poor field position for Jersey City. One, 3, 5. That's a fumble. So coughing it up. Fumble forced by Jake James again. They may be in the lead, but Jake James has been a nightmare for that running back. And he picked it up this time. Oh, I forgot to roll the red one. Possible touchdown. Touchdown. So that is Dakota's second fumble return touchdown. And the extra point is good. So we are knotted up at 24. And average field position for Jersey City. One, 4. So this will take us to the third quarter. Prolific offense, not Jersey City. Erratic offense, also no. So a punt. And at the end of the third quarter, the score is tied at 24 apiece. So poor field position for Dakota. Three, 5, 5. 3-5-5. Sorry. Prolific offense, yes. He's through the hole and nobody's going to catch him. That's a touchdown run for the Devils. And now they are in the lead for the first time since the first quarter. That is Calvin Fox. Extra point is good. And the score is 24, or the score is 31-24. Average field position for the Jersey City Wiseguys. And another fumble. They just can't hold on to the ball. All right, let's see who forces it off of them. Is it Jake James again? No. Crazy enough, no, it's Spalding. Sammy Spalding, and I promise the entire defense isn't alliterated. 21, that is Joshua Rivera picking it up again. See, told you. Joshua Rivera, not a alliteration. But that is poor field position for the Devils. 4-5-5. Dull offense, no. The quarterback lunges across the goal line for the score. Touchdown, Devils. So, at the end of the game, they're starting to run away with it. Refusing to be yet another team that got... yet another home team getting taken out by the lower seed. Extra point is good. And the score is now 38-24. Average field position. They are efficient, but they have to do a lot to get. They have to do a lot to come back now. But this will only be one. So 2-3-6, or no 2-2-6. Sorry. Secure offense. No. Passive defense. No. And that's another fumble. Damn. I don't think they still get their efficient clock if I need to see efficiency rules just to see if they still... All right. Drive result requirement. Drive must not be a turnover and down, fumble, interception, or safety. So, yeah, that doesn't count for the efficient. So that is going to be 2. And I hope they wouldn't be jerks by just running it all the way, but we'll find out. The dice sort of decides that for them. Rivera forced this fumble. That will be average field position for the Devils to end this game on. And Rivera also picked it up. And they will kneel it. Ethan Murray will kneel and end the game. And the final score... Oh, hold up. I messed that up. And the final score is the Dakota Devils 38, the Jersey City Wiseguys 24. So that is the end of the season for the Wiseguys. And the Devil season will continue at home next week. Give me 1 second to mark this down. Okay. So, if Buffalo wins, well, we'll get over it. Dakota has a definite home game next week. If Buffalo wins, it will be DC, Los Angeles, Buffalo, and Dakota getting the home games. If Roswell wins, then it'll be DC, LA, Dakota, and Memphis getting them. So yeah, I'm going to be... My next video is actually going to be a game a free game I got from the owner. It's going to be a racing game, and I'll show it to you when on the next video before the quarterfinal round. So also offline for the most part, I've got a 1974-75 NHL WHA joint season going on. I will probably no promises, but I will probably broadcast a few of those games here and there throughout the season. Maybe even the Avco Stanley. Couple other things, but right now those are the majors. So, Roswell, Buffalo, 3 away teams, 2 home teams so far have made the second round. The Destroyers will get the ball first. The Roswell Destroyers won the championship, won the first championship in 2023. Let me see. Damn it. I'm sorry. There we go. It was the Roswell Destroyers who won the first table over the Cleveland Coyotes 28-27. All right. So Roswell with the ball first. They are not electric in the kick return, so they will have great field position to start off. Roswell offense is secure, efficient, and undisciplined. Buffalo defense is active and undisciplined. Both have punt electric, except Roswell is semi, Buffalo is full. Let's get started. 1-5-5. Secure offense, yes. Defenders rip at ball during the tackle, but the runner holds on. So that is a punt. .23, that is poor field position for Buffalo. And their offense is semi-dynamic, semi-solid, reliable, secure, and semi-inefficient. Roswell defense is semi-staunch, punishing, meek, and passive. 266. Passive defense. Semi, yes. Defense misses golden opportunity to recover fumble, and that is a punt. That is Ricky Clay to boot the ball away. Buffalo was second in the East and had the second best record in the league, so that tells you how good the East champion was. That is DC. Let's see, 33, that is poor field position for Roswell. One, 3, 6. Prolific offense, no. Stiff defense, no. So a punt. Derek Rogers to boot it away. We've got electric. So a regular punt in the open. He stiff arms the punter and he's home free. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is Dean Carlton. With the touchdown return, or with the punt return. Zach Poole with the extra point. It is good. And Buffalo starts us off with a 7-0 lead. $14 on a 6. Nope. So that is average field position. Yes. So Roswell an average. That is the first average field position today. Oh, we've got an unusual. Table B, as we are not in poor. 34. 3 incomplete passes along with 3 offensive penalties. Ouch. The offense must punt backed up. All right. So, backed up punt. And we're electric again. What the? Okay. So a 3, 4, 5, or 6 is a touchdown. And Carlton does it again. After a while, you just got to stop punting it to a guy. And the extra point is good. And the score is now 14-0 Outlaws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Kickoff. Average for Roswell. Three, 4, 5. Dynamic or home offense? No and no. Soft defense? No. Punt. because that worked so well for them the last 2 times. Poor field position. They punted it to the other guy. As we near the end of the first quarter, it's the first quarter and we've already had 2 punt return touchdowns. 3-4-4. Mild or undisciplined defense? No. Defense comes through with a big stop when it was needed. So corner punt, which will be in the second quarter. And at the end of the first, the score is 14-0 Outlaws. Due to the solo work of Dean Carlton. .51 corner punt. That is average field position. .236. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. Punt. And now the few Destroyer fans in the building get worried every time they see Derek Rogers come out to the field. And 34. Is average for Buffalo. And that's the first into the second quarter, and that's the first time they've had average field position all game. Heck, it's only their third possession. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 3, 4. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. So a field goal attempt for Zach Poole. .55 and under. And it's good. And the score is now 17-0 Buffalo. .15. I believe that's just poor field position for regular kickoff. Yep. Returner muffs the catch and is caught before he can get upfield. Poor field position for the Destroyers. So far, it seems the only thing Roswell is destroying is themselves and special teams. 3-6-6. Poor field position, yes. Offense unable to move past midfield this drive, punt. And it was one of those 6-6 ones. One of those, one little thing, usually a dull offense. If you don't have that, you're golden, but it was just the one that was poor field position. And that one just hurts. 32, so that's poor field position for the Outlaws. Oliver Jensen-Wright, who was in the MVP discussion, but lost out to DC's Devin McKnight. We've got an unusual result. And this will be Table A. So 23. Wide receiver end around. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it doesn't. So that was Jensen Wright to 56. That is Jacoby Morgan, the running back. .62 extra point is just good. And it is now 24-0. Roswell is having a terrible day. And that was Buffalo's first offensive touchdown. And that's a fumble. And it's a good thing for them that it doesn't count, being that we are at halftime. The score at halftime is the Buffalo Outlaws 24, the Roswell Destroyers 0. Second half action. Outlaws will get the ball first. And they will get it in average field position. So if Buffalo wins, it will be as follows. If Buffalo wins, it will be St. Louis at DC, which is already happening. San Diego at Los Angeles. Phoenix at Buffalo. And Memphis at Dakota. If Roswell wins, it will be St. Louis at DC. It'll be Roswell at Los Angeles. San Diego at Dakota, and then Phoenix at Memphis. So that's what we're looking at in terms of next week. So average field position, already got that marked down. 2, 3, 4. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, no. Now the pip says no. So that is a touchdown pass for Buffalo. And ow. Starting the second half just exactly how we ended starting the second half the same way we ended the first half. So Jensen Wright at 231. That's Dalton Greer. And the extra point is good. So the score is now Buffalo 31, Roswell nothing. You got to do something. You can't go out like this. Three, 4, 4. Mild or undisciplined defense? Undisciplined, yes. So defensive mistakes help the offense this drive. So it will be Osvaldo Hudson looking for a field goal to finally put the Destroyers on the board. 53 and under. I believe he is the lowest rated kicker in the playoffs still. But he's got it. At least the shutout is over. And the score is 31-3. Average field position for the Outlaws. .255. Staunch defense, yes. Defense lives up to their reputation, kills the drive. So that will be a punt. But it took a good chunk off of the clock. 13. Well, time to roll the red one. For a punt on 1 to 3, punting team recovers in great field position, and they do. So another horrible misstep on Roswell's day. So a punt return fumble picked up by Martin Drysdale. And Buffalo will have it in great field position. (1-1-2). Punishing defense, yes. So a backed up punt. Well, it'll be a regular punt. Quarterback is swarmed by the defense on 3rd down. So that'll be a regular punt as they are in great field position. So at least their defense is managing something, but their special teams is still giving them a crap day. But this time the special team gets them in great field position. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. That is good because that. Let's see. Poor field position, no. Great field position. Screen pass catches defense in a blitz. Touchdown Destroyers. Didn't know if I was going to get to say that today. Well, I thought I would, at least for a little while, and then this started happening, and, you know. So they're not going quietly, at least. And that is, let's see, 43. That is Dansby to Nolan. That is Keegan Dansby to Nolan Keller. And the extra point is good. So they at least managed double digits. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right. Average field position for Buffalo. .244. That's going to take us into the 4th quarter. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. So that'll be a field goal attempt after. And at the end of 3, the score is Buffalo Outlaws 31, Roswell Destroyers 10. So Poole with the field goal attempt going for 2. I mean his second one, not 2 points. 55 and under. He's got it. So now 34-10. 21, that's average field position. Two, 3, 6. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. So a punt. And it's not early enough for them to use their vision, and they're way too far down anyway. .34, that is average field position. Yep. Three, 6, 6. Poor field position, no. Offense pushes downfield and Caps drive with a short pass for 6 points. Touchdown, Buffalo. So Jansen Wright with another touchdown pass. That's his third. To another one to Dalton Greer. And the extra point is good. So the score is now 41-10. And Roswell had a great season. I mean, actually, this has been their worst season thus far, but they got to the playoffs. Four, 5, 5. Dull offense, no. Quarterback lunges across the goal line for the score. That's a touchdown run for the quarterback. My nose is itching now. But it is not going to be enough by a long shot to justify efficiency and 2-pointers. Extra point is good. Score is now 41-17. And now that's average field position for the Destroyers. With 5 minutes left in the game. 5 minutes left in the round. And that'll be the end of that. 2, 5, 6. Great field position? No. Home or disciplined offense? Yes. Mistake-free drive leads to scoring opportunity. So Poole is just going to want to apparently put one last nail in the coffin. 55 and under. And it's good. So 3 for 3. And the final score is 44-17. Let me see what Buffalo scored here. 10. Wait. Hold on. 13. Buffalo scored 13 this quarter. So the final score is 44-17 Buffalo over Roswell. Just need to put this in. Okay, so Where's the... It'll be number 14, St. Louis at number 1, DC. Number 10, San Diego at number 2, Los Angeles. Number 9, Phoenix at number 3, Buffalo. Or at number 4, Buffalo. And finally, number 6, Memphis. At number 5, Dakota. And that is our quarterfinal round. So thank you, and have a great night. Enjoy games, because that's what they're there for. Table Football League is played on Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football version 1. Next year, possibly, well, probably version 2. And I will see you in the next video, which will be a completely different game before we get into the quarterfinal. So thank you, and good night.